Hi everybody, thank you for joining me. This is what? Take 3 on trying to do this video correctly. Today in our last week of school, I want to do a middle school survivor guide where my students give new students advice on how to have a simple and more successful school year next year. So I do have one arm raised, and Atlas, tell me, what is your one advice?
Don't make enemies and try to keep a clean slate.
Don't make enemies, and let's start with a clean slate, or let's start fresh. I like that. Definitely you don't understand people when you're coming in, and I always tell people, pay attention, which we needed to teach that 2 minutes ago. Pay attention, pay attention. That will save you a lot. Yes, ma'am, what do you got?
Don't give Destiny scissors.
Don't give Destiny scissors. Next year, she loves her scissors and cutting and yeah, what?
Next year she's gonna bring like 12 or 10 or like 20.
Take away the scissors from Destiny.
Ooh, that's pretty
Okay.
fair. Scissors.
Okay, what other advice do kids, do middle schoolers need to learn about our school? Yes, Everett.
Pay your attention to who's the smartest kid in the class so they can do your work.
Pay attention to what?
The smartest kid in the class. So they
Pay
can do
attention
your
to the smartest kid in the class so they can do your work.
work. Yes.
It's not no day.
That is so useful.
That's interesting. No, we're all smart and we all have the same energy and desires to do the work. They beg to differ. Any other advice? Kaden, do you have any advice for next year? Think about when you first came home. Kaden was kind of upset, kind of mad the first day he came here. He didn't want to be here. I'm like, hi, I'm Miss G. Giving me attitude. What about now? What do you think is like your number one advice for those kids that are coming that don't want to be here? What can you tell them? To give it a chance? What do you think? Give it a chance. What else? I mean, you make friends quickly, right? I always say just because you think it, it doesn't mean it's true.
Life and death is in the power of the tongue, though.
Life and death is in the power of the tongue, but it starts with what? Your thoughts. Whatever you think, the Bible says what? Whatever you think.
I have no clue.
You forgot. Yes, ma'am.
Don't give her Addie's bad side.
Don't give Addie what?
Don't get on Addie's bad side.
Don't get on Addie's bad side. She will beat you down. No.
Oh, tip. Learn the curve shots with the soccer ball. That is so useful.
Okay. Learn the curve shots with the soccer ball.
Learn how to use a football.
Learn how to use a football.
Footballs are easier to catch than soccer balls. Prove me wrong.
Not when the person sees it coming. They literally don't notice it. It's getting done.
What's the reaction
Okay,
of
let's
you?
focus back on school. What about the routine? What about learning to be organized and learning the routine? And yes, ma'am.
Keep an organized locker because some people have their lockers underneath you and their stuff is coming out of their locker. Exactly! I am sick and tired of that.
Oh, I got one of those
Don't you have 2 lockers?
Not anymore.
Don't you have 2 lockers?
Not anymore.
Okay, well, anyway, we're gonna stop here because they're not talking about what is important for the new kids. I wanna give a survivor guide. Okay, Destiny.
Always have a pencil.
Always have a pencil. Oh my
For
gosh.
safety reasons too.
Always keep your pencil. Don't lose your pencil. Yes, sir.
Be careful of the way you act around people. The way that first impressions are easily the most important thing in the entire school year.
That is so true.
There are actions that people can take that will completely snap their opinion of you. If you were to do one thing, that opinion of somebody can represent them from the whole school year, so that's going to affect how you're going to be treated.
Yeah, and it really, I like that. I'm gonna piggyback on that. It depends on who you are and what you think and how you act and what you say depends on how people treat you. If you're mean, people are gonna what? Avoid you, talk about you and everything. So we need to always be respectful all the time, all the time. Yes, ma'am.
Don't be annoying.
sound. 'cause
Don't
you
be
keep
annoying.
talking.
Okay, I have a question. What tips can you give Miss G? Oh Lord, everybody's
Write in English.
Wait, right.
Pay attention to students.
That is not English. Look on the board.
This is cursive.
That's called Polish.
I don't know how to write in print.
That's Egyptian.
This is not. This is cursive. It's not Spanish. Okay. Yes, ma'am. What?
Oh, I forgot. Oh wait, no.
Actually, go
When
do
I'm
it.
talking,
Pay
you have
attention to
listen
students.
me. And
When
I
everybody
laugh.
else is talking to me, she gets mad, and guys, be patient. Sometimes poor Emma is like, Miss G, Miss G, Miss G, but I have like 3 people talking to me at once, and she gets so mad. But I
And
think
pay
you will.
attention to what we're saying also. If you go on the wrong page, then what we're saying.
But that's because I'm doing 6th and 7th and 8th grade, and then they have a question on 8th grade, you have a question on 6th grade, and then I got 2 standing up in 7th grade. I'll try my best. Okay, what else? Stop eating, is that like one of my?
Share your food.
I always share my food.
Share more
The
food.
third grade teacher does not allow that.
Oh.
You're absolutely.
I don't share my food.
Share food.
I call Cap. Yeah, I got him on the line right here. Yeah. She capping again for him, man. You
Okay.
gotta get her to stop.
Okay, what advice do you, Jezreel, what advice do you got for Miss G? What can I do to better next year?
Be taller.
Be calmer?
Taller.
Taller, okay, taller. Yeah, because we have kids that outgrew me. And last year you guys were here, now you guys are here.
This is a long video.
I know, but it's for you guys. This is all for you guys, so 10 years from now you could go back. So any other advice before we say goodbye? Because this is, yes sir.
Don't start fights.
Don't start
That
fights.
you can't win.
Bruh.
Even if you can win, don't start the fight. Actually, you know that in jiu-jitsu, right? You don't, if you could avoid it, avoid it.
Desk throw.
Anyway, on that note, thank you guys for joining me. I hope and pray for a great last week of school, and I pray blessings over the whole entire school and all my kids right here. Bye. Have a good day.